Okay, so I'm starting to do this addition part for now and have decided to extend out. So I want to get these in place, and then I've got 7 more holes to dig. I don't have enough poles to do all of those. 7 over here, but I still got 2 more holes besides this one to do here. So I got 6 here, 7 out there to do, so 14 more holes. Obviously I'll need more post, and I do have more post material, so I'll see if that'll work for me. I honestly think, since this is a small section that's just going to be a bedroom right here, I might not worry about doing a big beam here. I might make a 3x8 beam for just this centerpiece here, and that way I won't use up all of these, because I think that I'll get 2 out of this one and 2 out of that one, then of course just 1 out of each of these, so that'll leave me 2 for out here, and then I'll still need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll still need to make 5 more beams. And I do have some material out there that I can work with. So I just got to decide if I want to work with a little smaller material here. Because I could get away with a 7-inch. I think I have a 7x8 beam out there. And I could get away with a 7x8 back here for pieces, and so I'll just try to use what I have. We'll see what happens here. Anyways, this hole is the most rocky one I've got so far that I'm working with. I'll bring you over here and show you what I'm dealing with here. So I've spent a couple days digging these, and it's interesting because I've had about 4 days of hard rains, and it's super dry after you go down about 4 inches. So my thinking is, when I build my French drain around this, is to drop that French drain about 8 inches down. It'll capture the water and reroute any water that comes down the mountainside here and divert it around and away from this. Because what would happen, that means for the first 4 inches, that's where it's going to get wet. If there's going to ever be any rot, that's where it's going to be, is towards the top of these posts, not down at the bottom. So as you can see here, this is an extremely dry material that I've been digging out of here. Of course, some of this is some of the surface stuff mixed in, so it's a little damper. But for the most part, you know, you go down 4 inches and all you're hitting is stuff like this, which is full of rock and stuff. So it drains good, but the water doesn't actually get down that deep. The top surface, like I said, is all that gets hit. So, and then all these rocks over here and boulders have came out of this, and I'm only probably, right now I'm about 18 inches down, not even very far, and I've hit in this particular spot all these rocks. Actually, this whole backside's got a pretty good amount of stones in it. Yeah, so this is one of the few rocks or boulders that I've hit so far. So I am kind of jinxing myself, I suppose. There's another one. Yeah, I'm hitting the rocky area now at about 3 feet of depth. Going right into a knot. Yeah, the screw's kind of stripped. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to get one more over here to make sure this thing stays put. Okay, so I've got this in really super close to being perfect in position, which is okay. Like I said, I'm going to cut this off even. About where these lines are is about the height that I need these to be at. I'll know for sure when I run my 2x4s along here as guides, because those will determine, based off the other post over there, what the actual cutoff is here and the preceding one over here. At any rate, I'll go ahead and get some rocks in here, get some dirt in here first on top of the pea gravel, and then some rocks in there, then some more some more dirt, and then I'll come up at the top and I'll do some more rocks there too, I think. And like I said, about the last 5 inches, 6 inches, I'll start putting rocks in, and then I'll cover it with dirt. Oh, good Friday morning. You can see this is all stained. It's all pretty much the same color. Even the blued streak stuff, it all kind of blended together pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I just wanted to show you it dry, because it was really hard to tell in the last little clip, because this was still so light up to about here. And but that was fresh clear coat put on it. So yeah, it does give it kind of a almost a cedarish tint to it. It kind of has that yellowish to it. I like it. Anyway, it's all done. Next year, I hope to have Sage. No barking, please. Next year, I hope to have some shingles made for the gable ends and get the interior done. So that'll be a project for then. In the meantime, I got to get back over here, do a little more work on expanding this other garden shed build that has turned into now a garden shed slash cabin, just like this did. It's evolved into something different. I've decided to make it more of a cabin with storage above the bedroom and the bathroom. So I'm going to put the bedroom and bathroom at one end, a kitchen at the other end, but it's going to be open floor plan concept as far as for that whole area. It'll be all open living room and kitchen and everything. Haven't decided the total layout, how I'm going to do that, whether I'm going to put an island in or what, but this is my lower acreage here. So the reason I'm doing that is because I eventually will give this property to both my kids, and they'll each get a 20-acre parcel. Well, what I'm going to do is have a cabin on each property, so they can both have a 20-acre parcel with a cabin. Actually, this lower acreage has more going on in it than the upper acreage, but that's just the way it goes. So they'll have to figure that out when the time comes. At any rate, I'm going to get busy, get back on there. I'll film a little bit more. This is going to be a short video this week. You dropped your toy down there? Thanks, Sage. Oh, I don't know if I can even reach it. Yeah, maybe. There you go. Yeah, Sage tends to like to get my attention, so she makes things difficult sometimes. May need to nail that, but we'll try it without. Well, thank you for watching this week. I just wanted to, in closing, say yes, I got everything squared up. Checked my diagonals. It's almost right on the money. It's a little off. These are 7-inch wide posts. That gives me a little room to work with the walls when I put them on here. I should be able to get the walls squared up perfectly because I'm not very far off on this. I think I'm off because this side's just about a 1/2 inch too long where I put that post in. I was a little bit farther out than I wanted to be, and that's what kind of messed it up. But I've got all that room to work with just the same to slide that into position. When I put the wall on there, it should be fine. And even when I put the beams on, I'll make sure and double check the beams positioning before I nail them on down and make sure they're as square as possible. I'll try to get them perfectly square on the post prior to putting nails in. And also another thing I'm going to do is later on, I got to cut more wood, but I'm going to make structures, and I do have some, that I'm going to make structures underneath here to add more support. So I'll probably go on 20 or 24-inch studs underneath here. And so I may have to do in this low section a little digging because I want some height, and then I can bury it afterwards. But so you'll see what I mean as I start doing that. But this is all going to get more structure built into it. The outer skirting is going to get sealed off to keep critters out of here. I'm probably going to put black plastic underneath here after I'm done to seal the bottom, make sure no mice can come up underneath here, because back when I had the travel trailer, I had a mouse problem here. The field mice, there's just billions of them here. So I don't want to have them coming into the cabin / shed. So this will be renamed cabin / shed because it's being expanded and it's turning into more of a cabin than a shed. My storage is really actually minimal. The stuff that I have to store right now is because of building. It's because I got stuff for the other build, I got stuff for this build, and some other stuff I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to put a porch out on this one too. It's going to extend pretty much to the edge of where all this dirt is. So I may have to bring in some more soil and put a wall of some sort over here. I might even do a rock wall later on. So I don't know if it's all stuff that's up in the air. I don't want to put too much work into it right away. Maybe something like that I would do later, because I want to get onto this other. I still got 2 more builds up here. I got a Quonset hut and a cabin to build. So after this is done, I've got to move on to, other things. I've got a spring to develop. I got a lot of stuff to do, so it's going to take some time, but I'll just keep plugging away, doing what I can. I hope you'll stay along for my journey and I hope you'll get some good ideas in the future for your own off-grid life if you ever choose to do so. I am doing stuff in a mix of modern and hand building, old school style. So I'm just doing what I think is more practical to get stuff done, but yet interesting. Okay, so thank you very much. I appreciate you. I gotta get back to making this video. It's Friday, probably close to noon, and I got to finish developing it and uploading it, and that should take a little bit of time. So I hope this video will be out by 1 o'clock. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.